先々後先々なら考えないバカラバカラママピクリたまってばか手っ取り早く虜になれだってアクスタだけじゃ足りないでしょ一瞬たりとも離れない多分I love you ボケよそりしないでね愛あらわに結局は降りようじゃん行く先々現るポピュラー秒ずっと離れてねポケからポピーシー伸ばせポピト踏んだり蹴ったりポピーかくれんばいポケからポピーシー伸ばせポピトゥよ現るポピアイドルポピハッピートゥユーポピポピトゥ難しいこと考えるよりももっとスイートな愛を感じてたいのいいも悪いも見た目じゃねおとなしいそんなほど騙されるの Be alright 今は運にお任せBe alright 君はどっちがいい大切なことはそう見えないのそうこれはさディレイ乗っていこうよきっとずっと止まらないからさ手を上げて振り回してまだまだ行くよそうこれがさディレイもっと騒いできっとずっと終わらないからさ手を上げて振り回してもっと騒いで楽しみたい君と
And hello, welcome to stream. Today we are playing Honkai. Oh, I forgot to load myself in. Today we are playing Honkai Star Rail, and yeah. So, oh. I forgot to do that. Let me fix that real quick. Let me fix this in like 3 seconds. And there you go. We got our little silly guy here. L, be pulling. Buttons. There you go. What did we get? Okay, we just got Sampo. Shampoo, more likely. I don't like him. I don't have enough. Okay. There's also a new multiplayer mode, but since I don't have anyone on currently, I can't play it. And yeah, so we'll be continuing on with the stuff. Okay, what do I have in the travel log? Oh, this. I'll clean that later. Okay, so where are we going? It's been a minute since I played the game, so B R star T train Gen do damo 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 damo. Wee.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
Groundhog isn't back yet.
Hey friend, is the debate finally over? Did you win?
The upper hand is ours. We trashed them.
Really? But the look on your face says otherwise. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do this.
I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have
Yay! Thank you, ma'am.
only 32 books to go.
30 what? It's okay, man. We found a way.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as Ma'am.
Place?
I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy?
You're just sleepy. It's okay. There's nothing we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
Oh, you're right. Then I'll go back to...
As was their custom, Mem was astonishingly dexterously slipped back into their secret, a little hideaway. Good night, Mem. Good night, Akamiya. Akamiya. Yeah, I keep messing up names. This nighttime right now? I don't know. Hello? Hi. Later, somewhere in Akama. I'll slowly remember people's names.
Cass? What a surprise.
Lady Treeby.
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There is no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's. Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it, and we'll make sure to give it to you. So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow!
Aww. At the same time, I can't sleep. Who could that be?
It's me.
Oh, hi.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Nah, you didn't. I couldn't sleep. Is it another mission from Aglaia?
Huh? No. I'm here because of private matters, actually.
A key?
If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Sure, let's go.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is? It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
Sure. Do do do. Bah!
I'd love to go in. Have you heard?
They can dispel the black eye.
The streets are packed.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Erechrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Erechrysia in Akama!
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old fogey.
And I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was quite a spectacle.
Well, it's just another peaceful day in Akama.
I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
This is what the Flame Chase journey is all about.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that I played a major role in.
Because of the curse on you?
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War. I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Erechrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death. They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Is that some sort of end of life care?
Is that how you see it too? But no matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship.
The Romance Titan and their Titan can pursue the beauty of the world, weaving into golden threads to craft the romance of existence, granting the inhabitants of Amphorius the gift of love and affection.
I can't do it. Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading,
I was once as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story. In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Well, that's some advice.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
A gentle touch.
This is your duty. Remember, consider the source of the dead's suffering, then give them the respect they deserve.
Thank you. I beg you, don't listen to her.
I can't.
If you cannot learn to accept death, then Idonia has no place for you. This is your last chance. Do it.
No, please, I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you.
A gentle touch.
No!
You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale, his eyes flicker with fear, and his body trembles uncontrollably. Is it because of fear, anger, and hatred, or the so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? The dark pool will spread up like petals across the death row's empty face. Then it seems to be submerged by spring water, flooding his body. His trembling ceased. The cries he once begged for mercy slowly turn into like a sigh of whimper. Quickly, everything falls dead silent, turning into a black pitch dew that scatters the wind. You hear your own heartbeat to drown out the sound of heavy breathing.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
You executioner!
Asterisk temporarily joined you.
Holy maiden!
Hello. I'm just doing my job. Leave me alone.
Do it then, executioner.
Okay.
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Please, grant me release.
Gentle touch.
When will this ever end?
Come. Fulfill your duty.
But I don't want
What
to
are you
fulfill my
trying to
duty.
do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain. The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No, no. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Ah, Castoris. Will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
I can't take this anymore!
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No! How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to become one.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Very silly.
World-cleansing dragon.
I mean, I did dragons here. Oh my.
May death protect us! As you wish.
Nice job!
Inevitable.
Azure
Dragon, white tiger, left carbs, watch!
Serenity is before me. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Wilt here.
Rise!
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. I gasped for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you, just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I don't...
No, cause like this little animated part is so cool. I was not expecting this. I expected like their normal like animation with the models. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of animation.
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace. Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
She can't even hug other people. She learned to dance.
Is that you, Castorus? All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold. big sister Castoris. Your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
This is making me cry. Why do you have to make me emotional?
Can hands like these really be warm?
Oh dear. Hello, guy. Why are you looking at me like that? Hi. You want head pats?
On the day that Ornyx's trial ended, you must have had many questions. I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove, and it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Fate declared to me
This dumb game's making
it wasn't
me cry.
that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. Nothing. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Ornyx laid bare the cruel truth before us.
Wow, she's dramatic. Well, she finally gets to touch someone, and that doesn't kill them automatically. Wouldn't you be emotional too?
But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
She needs new friends.
I found no surprise.
She kills
in
all
it,
her friends on accident.
for her
Well, not on
words sounded
accident,
not
but
like a foretelling.
if she touches them,
Perfect
they
reflection of
die.
my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells. In
I'll
that
screw her.
moment,
No,
I
she's
had no doubt that
precious.
this
Leave her
destiny would
alone.
weave itself through the entirety
Kill
of
her
my
friend.
life.
No,
And yet, things
she
have
was already
taken a
sad.
turn
We don't
for
have to
the
make her
better.
sadder.
Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, Perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all. For your sake, and for my own.
Thanks for telling me your thoughts.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
Casterus talks to you about the gifts she gives to the other Crisis heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift.
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived.
Yippee!
I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trianne. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't have any regrets.
Is it a brooch with my face on it?
No, it isn't. You'll know when you see it.
And show me now!
Look, it's right there.
Where?
Huh? Where did it go?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Looks like someone left something behind.
This is the coin of Zagreus and a slate.
Damn, we got robbed.
So it's her.
Who's her? Who?
It's Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing
Alright, who
herself
took
in
it?
such
Own
a
up. Well, now we know.
crass manner. Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cypher.
Later from Phantom Thief Cypher, dear Princess Homebody, walking through the busy garden, I discovered a remarkable gift crafted by the Princess Homebody. They are truly splendid. I am most impressed. I've taken a few of your charming presents prepared for the fellow Crisis heirs. In your right parlor, I observed the beautiful felt doll, the beige lavender striped tapestry, the classic Odoron tripod table left on the in the left parlor, the jewelry exquisite art pieces meant as gifts. This time, I've only claimed this modest gift. I fear it would attract tasteless little thieves. So, I shall safeguard it for now. Naturally, I left an appropriate payment as single coin. If the price displeases you, feel free to negotiate its return. Though it should that happen, I won't be satisfied with one merely coin. If you do wish to find me, visit the Marlapar Market where the lies and golden short spear I've left. You know what to do. Shall guide you to me. And before you ask, I won't accept any questions. Please forgive my small intrusion. Accept my highest regards. P.S. Who displays biological specimens at home? They're quite unsettling. You might want to store them away for entertaining guests. P.P.S.S. Oh, P.P.S. Despite our considerable investment on the noticary hanging your parlor, I forget to inform you it's fake. It's a pretty crafty switch, cunning scholars of the Grove of Empathy. A full story can be found yet unpublished memoirs of Crafteria. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. To retrieve the gift, I teach the Kitty Phantom Thief a lesson. You head to the market to find a short spear she left behind. Give me my crap back! I want my gift!
Look, it's right there.
There seems to be a new show at the bats today.
We must pursue her.
Whee!
Huh? This is a trick she left for us.
Clearly, the Kitty Phantom Thief wants to play a little game with you. 2 short spears, 1 correct, 1 wrong. Let me check the scroll and hit it. 2 golden short spears. Only 1 golden short spear is engraved with truth can lead you to the Phantom Thief. Inspect the golden short spear. The left spear is engraved with 2 words, don't be fooled. The right spear is engraved with lies. Okay, let's look at the right. The right spear is engraved with trust me, great mystery. Both spears are engraved with the truth. I figured it out. I had to not figured it out. The 2 scrolls should be true, so with the short spear you want to repair so if it says it lies, and the lies they're both truth. But if they're both true, does it really left?
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
So it is left. Bat. Try to grab. Well, it feels like
This is how it should be. We must pursue her.
I don't know. I just guessed. 50-50. Caught it. Cypher, this Drumless truly appears to be quite content. Her gaze is filled with 3 parts sincerely, 3 parts approval, and 3 parts triumph. 3 parts, great mystery. You've lost. If you've lost, take this seriously. Hi, Cypher. It seems like it's saying hello. Seeing that as you treat the dramas with such seriousness, all 12 parts of a complex emotion immediately transform into one of admiration.
Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to steal the wind. What say you?
What if I throw hands with the wind? What you
Name
gonna do?
your price. I'll give you however much you want.
Huh?
What's wrong?
No wonder they call you Princess Homebody. Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown. Right.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
Alright, I'll see you there. By the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
Girl, you stole from us. The dew of divine blood in the... Oh. Where did my dew of divine blood go?
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
This girl. The letter from the Phantom Theister continued. Dear Princess Homebody and Grey Mystery, you probably guessed already. I had no intention of showing up at the pack of the best workshop. This means, of course, I have no plans of returning the gift either. This is just a warm-up for a little game of cat and mouse. But surely you realize that the kitty phantom thief never cared about stealing him your trinket, right? No, what I'm really after is your hearts. Just kidding. I have no interest in your hearts. If Princess Homebody can track my path, then all means try. I'll be waiting at the end. Rest assured we'll meet face to face this time. P.S. Great Mystery, where did you get the dew of divine blood? Don't tell me it's a gift from the seamstress. I'll taste it for you. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. I broke it last time. Okay, is she just up there? Oh, head to her hideout. I mean, is it really secret if someone knows? How do I get up there again? Oh, yeah, this thing.
Does it really work?
Bat! Bat! Right. Let me go over there! Bat!
Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two. No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I?
No, you're not.
Meow.
Girl? At last, a character that meows has appeared!
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style. Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
Let's get down to business.
Give me the jewelry piece first. Or everything's off the table.
And my Dew of Divine Blood!
Come now, don't be so upset. Relax.
Girl, you stole from me.
Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great?
I do not care.
You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things. 1. The seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan.
Okay.
2. The Council of Elders also found me and wants me to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hands.
Okay, so this is the business you're talking about. You're that famous?
Of course. I may keep a low profile, but I'm still a bona fide demigod. And last, but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things.
Okay.
Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
That's it? Some time ago.
Whoa, this is some high quality stuff. And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Wow, I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never reproached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castoris and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castoris to her death. And you want me to die with her.
This is Castoris' own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself? You're not pulling my leg.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castoris remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you. with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do. Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit? And we make a bet.
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion,
Okay.
I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. And you can split it between yourselves, however you want. What do you think? Tempting, right?
I do want my stuff back. I'm almost dead. What do I need to have? What to use? What use do I have money for?
I decline. If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will...
Oh?
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaia didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The Flame Chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaia?
Damn.
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway. But listen to me. Styxia is no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaia's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive.
Well, no duh, but
And now
still.
I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
Aglaia's already paid for me?
Her payment was in gold and precious stones, which only covers the living passenger. You need to pay me as a member of the dead.
Bruh.
I don't like this. However, I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings. I can give them all to you.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90, no, 80%.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castrus's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood.
Bro, who said I'm
Not a
giving that
bad
to you?
trade.
Don't forget to give Caster's jewelry back.
Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. Gray mystery.
I do hold grudges, especially someone who steals for her own benefit.
Catch.
Be careful with that!
A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama's city gates instead.
Okay.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me. Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back?
I don't
It's
trust
gonna
you
be a
with a tentacle claw.
long ride. So have a good rest.
Okay. Next day, Akuma. Where am I? Is this my room? How did I get here? Is this coin? Was it Cypher? And she took me in? Never mind, it's getting late. I better get going. Gray mystery. This formal addresses starts with letters, such a hassle, and you already know these useless Phantom Thieves letters. I've left Princess Homebody a gift here. Take good care of it. Remember, skip the baths, come straight to Akuma's city gate and to find me. You know I have no patience. Come late, I'll leave without you. Clear? P.S. Yes, I'm the one who took you in. You're welcome. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. Yeah, okay. Oh, yay! I got my thing back.
Have you heard?
Oh. Do 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 do. Open, open. Ba. Whee. Ba.
Okay. The essence of the
Ba. Aqui. Jump now. Bat. Okay, so okay, over there. Let's go. Oh. I thought I went over them, but whatever. Or around them was better. Catch. I finally learned how to phase through the wall. Now I'm a priest of twin doors. How are you embedded in there? This wall phasing technique in my current position isn't great. Let me move a bit. Alright, we got through the wall. Let me tell you a secret. The twin doors aren't just 2 doors, but endless doors. I've seen 3 so far, though. Okay. Good for you. Hi.
Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells.
I just realized I don't have it plugged in.
Here.
Really? Just the 3 of us?
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it. You sure know how to put me in a spot, Castorus. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
Sorry.
Aw, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Netherrealm? That's the fairy fare for entering the Netherrealm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
I was eating some chips. Anyway, you are helpful when it doesn't cost you anything.
Hey! I'm just trying to make this journey feel more special, okay? Don't read too much into it.
But what if I do? What you can do about it?
All right, pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the Netherrealm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice. Especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady.
Oh, what the heck?
Hi, your turn.
Okay. Here you go.
Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. All done.
That was something. Okay. Hi, Casters. Well, now we're here.
Are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling fine. I swear, was she speeding?
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
That's fine. We have you, so you're ultra
Mom's
powerful.
here to help.
Hi, Mom. So you came.
Being cute isn't my only forte. I'm strong too.
Yes, you are.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves. Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death.
Well, how about both? Are there any other clues?
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephae. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other.
Interesting.
Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them, perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to conjure the Titan?
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Well, yeah.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't be the first time in my long journeys.
Oh.
I
Oh, dear
believe
my.
that,
My dogs are fighting. Oh, God.
rather than standing still,
One moment.
taking action is
I'll be
by
back
far
quick.
the better option.
Dear my.
Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
A key. Sorry about that. Ba-ba-ba.
Go back once you came. Go back. What a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
It is.
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise.
What?
In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen. Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the Netherrealm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather direct.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead.
Okay. Bah! What's use? Oh. Ah! Hey. Grab. You and your death. Okay. Oh. Catch! You know, all the butterflies are my brothers. I've known them for a long time, and they're incredibly strong. Eep! I've decided to bring my talents to Butterfly's clan. Eep! Aw, so cute.
These shadowy figures. Are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
We can actually listen to them?
Mommy told us to go ahead first, but she's still not here yet.
1, 2, 3. I don't even know how many days have passed since then.
Perhaps Mommy will be back once you finish counting the days on all 10 fingers.
1, 2, 3. It's been much longer than 10 days since we left Mommy.
Strange. For reflections in the River of Souls, they seem oddly animated.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Sure.
Huh? He can see us?
I don't really know how to give you money, but like,
Wait.
sure.
More living people. I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless. Buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will.
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
The Nether Realm does not exist. Titan rejects you. Me. So, do you want to buy any fish?
Sure?
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Other fish gone. The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
I say we just should buy fish from the guy.
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings, but perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
This.
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the West Wind by floating down the River of Souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all?
I don't know. Are they in the same situation as me?
I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So that means he's seen other members of the living apart from us. Could it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Yeah, but does it
Goodwill?
have good.
I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher?
That's me.
What are you doing here?
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
Ugh, I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Netherrealm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life. Unable to move forward or back. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world. Especially that stinky river of souls. But, I just discovered some stuff before I left. And I reckon you should know about it.
Okay.
It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Lord Mighty?
Oh, right! That's his name. Well, now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out.
Okay.
So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Alright, so long, Cypher.
Huh? She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cypher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the River Shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls. He will find his way, even in the realm of the dead.
Speaking of finding the way...
Don't worry, it's time for me to shine. Orynyx's Rune of Recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
A key?
Hey, over here!
I'll get there in a minute. Treasure. And... Pick up rune. Orynyx's Miracle Rune of Recollection. Interact with the rune to obtain the Rune of Recollection. With this rune in possession, the Miracle Orb illuminates a radius that moves with your character and reverses the surrounding of time. A key. So as long as I move, it moves
Orynyx's
with me.
miracle has appeared.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
Why can't I not touch the water? The water looks like it would have good physics. Oh yeah, I'm also obsessed with the water physics in this game. Ooh. What? A key. So... A key. There you go. Treasure. Items
Gets you if you
contained.
love.
A key. How do I get to the other side? Oh, okay. So we're supposed to go over here. Oh, put it.
Huh. So this path actually didn't exist back then?
Yeah. Let me break that. Wait, never mind, because we're gonna go here. Oh, maybe. Alright, and then let's put the thingy down. Like that. I want to get that chest. You can't see me, you can't see me. Bat. Chest, chest. Okay. Now we go back. Alright, let me fix that. Oh, shoot! Ah! Missed. If they don't attack me, I won't attack them. Okay, where do we go? Oh, this way. Hi, hi!
Ah, by the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
Yes.
Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please, forgive me.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
Okay. This is actually my pet. I'm actually hunter, the hunter class.
A campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows, as of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not be approached, as it is the doorway between the netherworld and the mortal realm. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity. Could it be death?
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. Looks like these people lived in the Era Chrysia before the Calamity Titans descended upon the land. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
So he returned to Styxia. He only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition opened its giant maw and devoured everything in sight, and thus brought Styxia that thing called death.
Styxia. An evil dragon that brings death.
Was it your dragon, Castris?
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
Yeah. Echo?
Oh, it's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! Newcomers, hurry up and go take your positions!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Well, there's moments before his death, so... well, that's another thing we can try.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you accept my blessing, then today's battle will be smooth sailing.
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Okay, we got somewhere.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Is it over? Have we won?
Are you okay,
Cass.
Castorus?
Oh, are you all right?
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even in the realm of the dead. Is this a remnant of his soul?
A very interesting remnant of his soul. What if I touch? Oh no, I can only listen. Oh no, I can't.
Now then, why should I place my trust in you? Holy maiden from afar.
Wait, this is... I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders, while most likely being aware of my issues against them.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the Council that offered this room to me, and they had only one request. They want the curse of death to be completely subjugated to your will. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onward, I shall use it according to your will. I will never make any superfluous moves on my own.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising to me.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you,
Interesting.
Castorus.
That's how she was first, when she first arrived, that's how she was treated. You seem to hear a sigh of content as it comes from. Oh, okay. Then the scenes of the past abruptly disappear.
I didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Orynyx's rune?
I guess.
Perhaps. But I do not need a reminder from them. This memory is one that I will never forget.
So it seems that the Counselor of Elders has manipulated you once already.
Indeed. While my relationship with the Council has always been quite ambiguous, Lady Aglaya has never taken any precautions against me. Instead, she's shown me nothing but complete trust. I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Orynyx's power?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, let's go down there.
Could these dead monsters actually be... Why are the Black Tide monsters here too? Can they swim in the River of Souls?
Maybe?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide monsters into their realm. These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death will pay a heavy price.
Will we suffer the same fate as well?
Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, It's imperative that we rid the place of such discordant noise.
Okay.
Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Go, girl, go!
I could take 10 of you. Here you go, Master.
It's on me. Torment out farewell. World cleansing dragon.
I can't remember the lines. It's been a
Freely.
minute.
Bust.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Watch your head.
Boom.
Serenity is before me. Rise.
A dragon, white tiger, let's call it Swan! This!
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome.
The consequences are mine to bear.
The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
Whee!
This is yet another
If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
If Lady Hycelens was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too.
Let me do this. Wait, can I do it like from afar? No, I can't. Bro, I can't do it from afar. Bruh, that sucks. Nunu. Ba-da-ba. Oh, okay. I guess I put it down. Ah, I put it down here. Boop.
You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Whee! Ascend.
Why isn't there a god yelling in the distance? Indeed, my downtrodden fellow, your sorrow and joy are but means for me to amuse myself. I will at least derive some comfort. If all the tears that I had shed were determined by some mightier being above. It's you people.
Well, that's something.
Oh, this place. Must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Hi, hi. Oh.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls and turned into a member of the dead.
Huh? This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating, but it seems I was right. And you, I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Oh.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Cersei's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I am also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Cersei's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
I mean, I guess. He seems free.
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved.
You should have a chat with Dan Heng about this.
This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time if people managed to strike up a friendship with me. But I've never been more firm in my conviction. Now that I've learned about your near-death state, it is my duty to wipe death from the face of this world.
Ba. Whee. I have ba. Ba. Ba.
Wow, this place is so spacious. Is this the kingdom's vault?
It's time to use Arnok's miracle.
That's fine and all, but we need to lay down some rules. We're not gonna return to the past to steal things. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher? There seems to be a person. Oh, more like a soul guarding it.
Well,
But
we still have to
how
continue
should we
going.
get up there?
Oh shoot. Go down here. Ah, there's a thingy.
The path is blocked yet again.
No, it's not.
Oryx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient.
You still get up there.
Look, there's even a platform lift over there.
Ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ascend. Let me in. Ba.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
This could serve you well.
Grab. Okay. We just go up. Uppy, uppy. Wait. Ooh, I hate that I can't break it even from outside. And we just go over here.
Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
How about we don't think about that?
Mem, do you really want me to answer that?
Hello, sir. Oh, I put it down. Let me grab this. Ha! Oh, you little guy. Etch. I remember the treasury used to be filled with treasures. Why is it empty now? Eep! Could it be those who borrowed the treasures and never plan to return them? Eep!
Stay back. Don't come near me.
Hello?
Huh? Why does he look so panicked? Did the Black Tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared of his own extraordinary power?
Let me fight him.
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area. See? None of us look threatening.
Ignore my threat.
have a point. Although, while this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? How rude of me.
It's okay, it's okay.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows really packed a hefty punch.
A warrior? Could it be...
Mater?
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different from him. Are you actually alive? How can you walk around here while alive?
Magic.
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Maybe?
Death. Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Yeah, totally.
Pollux. Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
You... Are you...
Don't worry. Here you go.
Thank you.
This is his...
Listen. I'm nosy. Oh, where's it go?
Then
Ah!
you granted him death? That isn't like you. You would have refused even if I commanded you to do so.
I don't know. I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be racked with agony, but I am still in a state of turmoil.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth who triumphed in every battle?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow and emerge victorious every time. He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm, that divine swordplay also means he can send others to death at will. In other words...
You feel that he's similar to you?
Yes. Since he can never be inferior to others in martial combat, death would be the inevitable outcome every time he strikes. That's why he approached me and pleaded. Pleaded for me to put an end to all of this.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death in so abrupt a manner.
have not made peace with death. I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. Even before the fated finale arrived, they were already content with the lives that they'd lived. They had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me believe death would be an insult to these mortals if the concept is truly a power that a god had carelessly cast down upon the world. Perhaps death's authority was never meant to exist in this world. Just like how I shouldn't exist.
I won't refute your beliefs for now, but would you be interested in listening to a story of mine? It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person who brought you to me in that ice field long ago. A tale told by the Queen of Styxia.
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
Yeah, yeah, it's been hinting.
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Amunet brought me to Idonia.
Well, interesting.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
It's yet another eulogistic butterfly. Are we getting closer to the Netherrealm?
Crap. I can't get up there!
Oh, this is...
No, actually, I can't. Where'd the thing go?
Living ones?
Hello? Where's this voice coming from? Whee! As I said, where's this voice coming? Oh, hi!
Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here, and have thus arrived to give me the last material that I need for transmutation?
Transmute what?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
I've definitely heard that name many times today.
You have? Then that's good. During the Age of Myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the River of Souls, I shall make Pollux soar again and bring death back to the world.
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh, looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
Huh?
So, it's just as I feared.
Huh? What did you figure out?
This is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux's fall.
Damn.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared my alchemical matrix in the tower. Although, I am still missing the most crucial material of all. final ingredient,
Is?
the final sacrifice,
What?
is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this, all of you, and please fulfill that great undertaking on my behalf.
This.
Should we take it?
We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast for too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom.
Aquilina, hi!
Instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable
Aquilina!
dragon Fox denied all the dead from the gates of the Nether Realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my
How are you
city
today?
and its
I'm
people
doing good.
no longer exist.
And you?
That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She
I'm alright.
must have been granted
just
to
watching
us by the
Konosuba.
gods as a chance for us to atone
I would
for our
personally
sins.
watch that anime. I hope it's going good for you.
Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
I promise that I will care for her as a mother, that I will protect her from the evils of death.
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness. As her mother, please bless this child with a name. Before I am swept away by the River of Souls, please, let me know how I should address her in my next life.
Oh. Like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death. Castorus. That shall be her name.
Oh, interesting.
That's where my name comes from?
Aquilina, I thought if you were gonna make emotes of your forehead, there should be at least 3 emotes. Oh, how dare you! My forehead is not that big.
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
Living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide Creations. When did they...
I have no clue.
Miss, please fight them with caution.
I will.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide creatures.
You have far too much hair. It's hiding its epic intelligence of yours.
Hide behind me.
Yes, very epic.
Great job.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, last card. Watch this!
It's on me. Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path. World cleansing dragon.
Forgetting the world part.
Watch your head.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Not very sportsmanlike.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
A Apple na Akira after strawberry. Ew. Nom 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 nom. Very yummy strawberry.
Awesome! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Lescar, Lost! Yes! Oh, there's so many of them. Now how are we holding up?
Watch your head. Spend freely. Serenity is before me. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. Break. World cleansing dragon.
Yeah, I finally remembered the world part.
For the feast of strife.
Oh, Mighty!
On their triumphant return.
I'm Mighty!
You?
Lord Mighty?
I almost missed you. So much, like, it almost killed me. Pun intended.
Lord Mighty. You've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living and continue my protection.
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to... Why does death reject you?
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist the temptation to go with the flow. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
It seems to be stuttering.
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us?
Come with us.
We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos. Challenge. Death.
He's gonna throw hands with death, isn't he?
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality any longer.
Let's go together, Castoris.
Let's go.
Let the person who has brushed against death countless times guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no reason for us to turn back anymore. Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Let's go. Ah. Aim. And do this thingy. Let go.
All manner of mystic arts have their own distinctive merits.
I'm not giving you my food. I'm also finished. Before your rushed and broken chains, remnants of the path once led to the tower.
This is going to be difficult.
Well, as long as you do the thingy. Didn't Crassum Kronos also have this?
I'm familiar with this kind of mechanism,
Calm down. Don't bark at me.
but I've never
your mother.
repaired broken chains.
Calm down. Lily.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the four of us to the other side. The Rune of Recollection is here, but I can't find a miracle orb anywhere. So weird. Oh, could it be in that collapsed tower in the distance?
Oh dear my. Looks like it's your time to shine.
It's still up to me to step up in a crisis. Wait here. I'll go check things out.
Go fly! Fly as high as you can! Okay, let me grab this and let's read this. The feast has long ended and the songs are long silenced. The evening bell tolls, and the drowned still drifts in the face mirrored above. Don't bark! I literally gave you some. Oh, it's this. Okay. Hey!
Just shout for me when you need my help!
Go!
Got it! Just leave it to me!
Space. Ooh!
Mem did it!
Nice.
The pink squirrel is very smart.
Right, 1 sec. Come here. Hey.
Why am I a squirrel now?
Struggling. Come on. You wanted to bark at me, so here. See? Don't drink. Don't eat plastic. No. No. You can't eat that even. Doggy. You can't even eat it. Doggy. No, don't look at it. No, you can't eat it. It has spikes on it. You're not allowed to have spicy things. Oi. Look the other way. Hey. Hey. No. No. Down. 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 Dear my. Yeah. There you go.
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Aren't I a good fit for Ornyx's priest?
Yes, yes, you are, Mem.
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Let's put this down.
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door.
Drian?
Wow, there are so many of you! It's little Cass and little Gray. Oh, there's also little D and the big puppy! Drian? Aren't you...
Drian and Maide. I get it now.
Get what? I'm getting even more confused.
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend while going upstream in the River of Souls.
It really works like this. Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered along the way. I'm also unable to sense the aura of the living on Lady Drian.
Yup, you're right. Drian already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Drian believed that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Drian has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living, and waiting for little Cass.
Oh, it must have been very tough for you.
But according to what Drian said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Drian promised Trevi and Trinan that when little Cass got here, Drian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this. We finally finished it.
This is what Lady Trevi once mentioned. A gift for me.
We got everyone
that
here.
you didn't manage to finish.
The Holy Maiden of Yanis. Even when separated by life and death, their thoughts are still connected.
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this. Trian hopes that little Cass likes it.
Seriously? It's seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trian.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Treeby has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here
the
with
cutest
you
thing
in this
ever. I can't
flame
stop
chase
smiling.
journey.
Yeah.
That's right.
I swear, drawings always make me
Only
happy.
now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone else. The first time I went to the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time and hugged it to sleep. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Treeby, Lady Trian, and Lady Trinan. The first time I enjoyed the night breeze and looked up at the stars with Miss Hyacin. The first time I took care of Dromesis with the Trailblazer. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scales of my life had shrunk from centuries and decades down to minutes and seconds. And all of them are so precious. I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. I don't have a single one with friends. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Then shall we take one now?
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little Cass.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured.
Then we'll draw
in
it!
The world of the living.
We'll draw it. We'll draw it.
I thought so too.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets.
Look, we can draw it.
This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Oh, we can draw it!
Little Cass.
I'll draw it!
Smiled. Treeby, Trinan, and Trian's wishes finally come true!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people
They're
tread
denying me from
beyond the
drawing.
gate.
I'm mad.
Now, the path that belongs to me is about to reach the end. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mrs. Life.
Huh?
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely!
Yee.
Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
See you tomorrow. With a blinding smile, Trian's golden form disappears into the thin fog of skyline moonlight.
Lady Trian.
The aura of this place.
Wait,
we have indeed
who are
reached
you?
the end of the stream of souls.
Wait a minute. I see someone.
If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the Black Tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
Can you find your way out?
I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different.
Okay.
Castorus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
Yeah, I noticed.
I have
I knew
yet
there was
to
someone
make
here.
my decision, Lord Mighty.
I looked over and I realized.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. Even if it takes 1,000 years of waiting. I will continue to fight till I die. Then rise from death. Till the miracle descends.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
I see.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
But if there's a will, there's a way.
Then,
Find a way.
cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters.
Then find a way.
Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mighty. I will find the right decision.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Georios' earth, Kephales's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather precious after all.
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Castorus, please, live as a human, and die as one.
According to that alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he is not privy to the past, and therefore cannot see the full picture.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kephales's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that trial, falling before the gate to the new world. And my sister, whom I never met, became the Titan Thanatos of this cycle. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything. They died for me, and now lie in slumber in the River of Souls.
You mean Pollux?
Yes.
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world. And that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death before we can retrieve the core flame of death. We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
But Cass, if that alchemist speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
I did when collecting the souls.
I heard them too. So what are those?
I did not hear them.
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled. They must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted every ounce of their strength to send me to Styxia, a city that called for death, a land where none is hostile to death. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. Pollux must really want to know how their sister has been after giving their all to save her. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm even after their fall, quietly watching and documenting every detail of their sister's life.
So instead of picking up objects on the way here,
We were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together and restore them into Pollux's complete soul.
but all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we go through with the ritual and it turns out totally different?
Well, we'll see.
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature of alchemy. The true outcome can only be known once the process is complete. This is why alchemy is also known as the miracle of creation. Now, the puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. I will show them my whole life since I left Styxia. Lady Trianne has already drawn a picture of my entire life, and it is now in my hands.
I'm retained. Escape.
Then, let the ritual begin. And now, the objective is complete. That is all. Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now, Pollux, I shall lift you from the River of Souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your body may become horrifying to behold. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. I have obtained everything you sacrificed your divinity for. Lady Almanette.
Did she recognize you? Oh,
she must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... never mind. Now's not the time.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the resting place of the dead.
The world of the dead. But how?
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Casterus, the girl who coexists with death. But you no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life well.
Well, in that case, let me begin.
Dear Ma, you scared me, doggy.
The pearl of the ocean.
Calm down.
Plagued by unwarranted calamity and ravaged by death in the fairy tale. It was the first city-state to shift their faith towards death, even before Idonia did. From where you stand now, I suppose that's a bit hard to believe. Right?
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the Era Chrysia, blessed with eternal life, could ever yearn for death.
I have pondered the same question, child. But I am afraid there is no clear answer to it.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. That's how someone once explained to me why death isn't necessary to the world. But I still can't take that as the final answer. Would a world without journeys and epics be worse off?
I take it the one who spoke this line was a general, or perhaps a warrior. I, however, did find some inspiration in these words. Would you like to hear my thoughts, Casterus?
Please enlighten me, Lady Amunet. Though I have already made up my mind on how to handle the authority and core flame of death. Your words might truly guide me toward the path forward.
You and I are neither warriors nor generals. Therefore, journeys and epics cannot truly resonate with us. But what if I reframe it like this? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by Nestia, but a blessing from death?
Love.
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. For all the good things in the world could be revisited endlessly, and every bond formed carried no risk of being severed. The so-called Era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. They simply existed. going through the motions without passion or purpose, then waiting for something to happen. Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death not out of fascination with its cruel and fearsome side, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite existence.
Therefore, death is not a thing of fear and desperation, but...
That's right, Casterus. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the passion of mortals. If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return to a state of stagnation.
I understand, Lady Amunet. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from humankind again. Nestia's love was the chrysalis of Gold's first blessing, but it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played a midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. None of these stories would ever have happened, and I would never have lived, let alone found happiness. Thank you, Mother. I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life to complete the final miracle. My teacher, Anaxagoras, grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse. Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death. I shall grant you embrace.
Wait, she's oh, okay.
Can someone else take this one?
Nope.
Nice job!
Sure, it's on me.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, left card, what's this?
No dirty tricks like the dice have been cast. Bust.
I forgot that it's immune
Or
to
maybe I'll take it off.
I'm too late to change it to healing.
Is the girl who once saved my life truly gone? Or will you show yourself again? Once we eradicate this hatred and threat.
No dirty tricks. Watch your head. Spend freely. No dirty tricks.
Oh, this team is merely surviving because the country keeps giving everyone shields.
I'll overcome the thought.
shoot.
Watch your
Ah! Crap,
The dice
crap,
have been
crap,
cast. Or
maybe I'll take it off.
Oh.
And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid.
Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
Serenity is before me. I sense a storm. This mortal. Watch over you. And guide you on your path. Awaken, dormant. World-cleansing dragon.
Oh.
Heaven serve. Break.
Heal.
There's no more need to weep in grief. I will grant you peace. Yes, it's me. I'm back.
Sure, I'll play.
Hero's Blade. That was a small setback.
He revived.
Nothing
Oh
more.
shoot! I just realized because I'm Castress. I was wondering how I'm still alive.
They may be moving by instinct. There is fury welling up within them.
Head your waken, dormant skin. World-cleansing dragon. The dice have been
Forgot that
bust.
she really revives people.
Or
after-
maybe I'll take it off. Serenity is before me. I sense a storm. Watch over you.
And guide you on your path.
Please, don't turn back to the Netherrealm.
Oh.
Oh, death. Sleep in peace.
Damn.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death. And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted. But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm, just like you did in the past. Please take me to where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now.
Oh. Great, let's go.
They may look scary, but as long...
Ow. What's happening?
What's wrong?
I'm okay. It's just a light headache. I just feel a little dizzy. But I should be fine.
Are you...
Huh?
What's wrong with her?
Her time is almost up. If I don't go now, I'm afraid her soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again. Mem, stay here and keep a close watch until I return, alright?
Alright. I'm the best at taking care of others. Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets.
Well, no regrets. Take your time, I can still hold out. I'll go to see you at the Nether Ruins first.
That's not funny!
It is.
It's a deal then. Please. Wait for me.
Oh, and you sit as you, little... Okay. Venture not with me into the vast seas. Perhaps without seeing me, you'll lose your way in the
After
ocean.
all that, you still ended up back here.
Where? Oh.
So the legends were true. The Netherrealm really is a sea of flowers.
Yes. Just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Is that you, Polixia?
Do you remember me?
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment.
I see. Call me Thanatos, then. It'll be easier. However, since you recognize the name, you must already know everything about Thanatos, right?
Yes. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphorius.
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Just like what you are doing now.
Can you tell me about the last Era Nova? What did you do, Polixia?
Where should I begin? I suppose we can start from the beginning. A long, long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold in the prophecy, they were chosen to be successors to the god of death. But fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of a family member with our own hands.
That trial was indeed recorded in that memory.
then you should already know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life, so that I could ascend as the demigod of death. But I couldn't accept that. Why did we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the River of Souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind, created at the same time as death. When the living die, their souls will meet Thanatos, who would determine where every soul goes. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Netherrealm to await reincarnation. If they raise their right hand, the soul is rejected by the Netherrealm and returned to the mortal realm to continue walking the earth.
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death, that was the curse I forced upon you.
Then, what about you?
As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of the living. From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. Souls were denied their audience with death, and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world a fate far worse than death instead. Then, what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them, all while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring an endless loneliness.
It truly is beautiful, isn't it?
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another, like a pair of hands. Even so, we arrived at the same destination. We walked different paths, yet experienced the same pain.
I had hoped that maybe you would at least have a good life in this cycle. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well. It didn't go to waste. As far as I'm concerned, you did nothing wrong.
Even though I forced the authority of granting death to humanity upon you, a total stranger.
Too many responsibilities were forced upon me in the course of this long journey. I was once lost, even upset. But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would I have realized my purpose. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of this landscape. I wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land, because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that bloom from blood and tears. That's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will, nor can the Hand of Shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in Thanatos' existence?
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Not even a god. Life and death weigh equally heavy. We both know that now, don't we?
You, too, must have had a difficult life. We've taken quite the ridiculous journey together, haven't we? I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written, and let us draw. It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. I always hoped I would see you among them, but I was also afraid of seeing you. I didn't know how I could possibly face you again, but more than anything, I was afraid that you might have forgotten all about me.
I know. But don't you see, Polixia? I made it back anyway. You don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway. So, let's give our core flame to her, and have her take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back their cycle of life and death. Our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only meant to watch over life. Let's tend the field together and create a warm sea of flowers for all the souls to come. What do you think, Polixia?
Yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold by the prophecy, Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, as a titan, our fated moment has arrived once again.
Just like before.
Yes, just like before. But unlike that time, the ones undergoing the trial this time are prepared.
You've made up your mind?
Yes, as dictated by fate. But I won't be afraid. As long as you're here with me. Complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death, and light the spark of life ablaze. You've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life. Like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly into the Netherrealm, perching on the twig of death.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the Netherrealm. The River of Souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. This sea of flowers you sowed shall bear countless joyous or sorrowful souls, and bloom evermore.
Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you grant me one wish?
Of course. What is it?
Please, don't forget me.
I promise you, when we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another reincarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms. Just like what I did when we were born.
Casterus. Casterus. You're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Why? Why do they have to die? Switching to a Naxos POV. At the same time in Akuma.
Time flies. In the blink of an eye, the 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death. Are you ready?
No need to ask so many times. Of course I am.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your fear of crowds holding you back again?
I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be an utter waste of my time.
Such harsh words. As I see it, you are no less arrogant than they are.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you. Are you not going to refute me?
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway like you.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind words. Well, that is exactly why I chose you.
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me? And how will you prove the veracity of your argument?
I suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer. Do you recall where we stopped the last time?
You were saying that Amphorius's history is cyclical.
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one they left this world, leaving only the twins, who are fated to succeed death. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and Calypso, as well as Nikodor and Naias, act as supporting evidence. I can only come up with a rough sketch for my theory of a cyclical history. For all the pains I took to reach this point, I had already lost hope of ever obtaining definitive proof. After all, the past is in the past. Proving that we are the legacies of heroes of the past is a hopeless endeavor. That is, until I met a girl named Polixia and her sister. If Castoris was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will no doubt be the link to connect all of this together. If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just a hypothesis. And you too will get the answer to your question.
Well, that is all well and good, but how can you be so sure? If there is even the slightest error in your hypothesis, the girl will be shattered.
It matters not. The most important quality a scholar must possess is foolhardiness. If you are overly cautious, then you'll never have the gumption to make the first step, and change will never come. Besides, I, Anaxagoras, am destined to overturn this farcical world. Come, let us go and teach those pathetic worms one final lesson.
Okay. I'm stuck. Whee! Where's the little thingy that makes us go faster? You don't have it? Ah, there it is.
Fine.
Ah.
So they are leaving the final debate to him.
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you. Let them hear the voices of the people!
As always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Akama has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium. So, do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time? Listen up,
I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, and don't bother telling me the answer. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
Speak to the message-bearing soldier and take a seat at the special seating section. Hi.
Lord Anaxa, you're finally here. The last speaker for the assembly will be taking the stage soon. The resolution will be passed after that. Lady Kindness has reserved a special seat for you. Shall I show you to it?
Lead the way.
All right. This way, please.
Lucky.
Don't necessarily find things remaining the way they are.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you Finan of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the Flame Chase journey?
Can this dude really face down Kindness? I actually don't necessarily find things remaining the way they are.
By Kefali above, dear citizens of Akima, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't. Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the Black Tide. My beloved home is no more. I will never forget the day the Black Tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, Finan? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the Black Tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity Con, Akuma will return to an era Chrysia once more, but much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming. By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife demigod. The Flame Reaver has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days that all of you hold dear. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akuma away from the Flame Chase journey? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akuma's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity? They attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akuma. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power? Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Trebios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future Flame Chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Absolutely right. The Chrysos heirs have only our best interests in mind. I still don't understand it. I will never believe our succeed. Or have to end. So.
An upward with representatives leaders from different cities in Akuma throw in pieces of pottery into the Doltum.
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, and those who demand its suspension. Each faction holds an equal share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
As expected. This is the moment when the Flame Chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will break this impasse.
I have long since made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much needed change to this farcical world.
Well, time to cast a vote.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move. Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius, I, Anaxagoras, am ready to cast my vote. But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
It feels so intense.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Well, that doesn't really sound like silence.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
Your vote. Cast your vote. Cast your vote.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated?
Pardon me. 1 sec.
Oh, Xerxes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision. We need only to follow the sound of the tides. You are...
Well done, child. Just as I foresaw, you have achieved great things.
Okay, I feel better now.
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
I respect you immensely, sir, but...
You cherish the truth even more. So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say, go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
I will keep that in mind.
Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Xerxes safeguard your thoughts.
May Xerxes safeguard your thoughts.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. I must be on my way now. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone! Behold, Xerxes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorus. The answer is plain as day.
Ooh.
My vote goes to the Flame Chase journey and nothing else. Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kefali and Talentin above, as the Theoros, I have observed.
No! Lygus, you can't! Onyxa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey?
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Factions, standpoints, they are jokes in my eyes. I have never once switched sides. Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this assembly. I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
You!
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lygus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the assembly.
What is this performer up to now?
Flame chase journey. What do you think he'll continue? I don't know.
So apropos.
Frankly, still.
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this resolution. Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised? A beautiful new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! That's impossible! What is he getting at? Of course not!
Not even for a second. No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure? No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture. Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesized demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow. All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
I am not a furry.
This is your blasphemy!
It's impossible.
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you, even in our next lives? Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements
Remember what
are
I
based
said
on
about
my experiments
the furry
on the
costume on
divine
stream?
body of Kefali themselves. You heard me correctly, everyone. With the
I
tacit
remember that you
approval
wanted
of
to see it,
kindness
and I can
the
deny you
Council
of that
Elders.
request.
I fused my soul with a god through alchemy, and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
Do it. Nuh-uh.
What is he talking about?
It's
Isn't
not a
that
request.
pure
It
blasphemy?
is a request.
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
By the gods, even kindness has betrayed Akuma.
The kindness We're carefully evolved.
Dude, you're furry. I will stop calling you a furry. If I do, you'll continue calling me a furry.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his
Promise
actions.
on what?
Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
Pinky promise. Fine, I will.
If the accusation is
If you break
true,
the promise,
I
I'm
will
breaking your
acknowledge
knees.
it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened.
Where is that
Lady
model?
Kindness, the
There you go.
reputation of the Council of
Happy?
Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight.
Yes. Kind of.
Repercussions await those who fool
Whatever.
the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her people.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
The honor is mine to bear.
How is this permitted? Somebody do something. This is how
don't bite down on hard candy.
Elders and citizens,
I totally did not do that.
silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kainis of Akima and Lygus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Yes! That's what we deserve! Agreed!
Curse you!
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Damn.
Professor.
Let him die. 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 Let him die.
Okay,
Let
fine.
him die.
I think we got the message across.
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
Then, in light of the people's voice, O Talantin on high, may you bring death upon him.
Well, that was something. Alright, I'm gonna go back to normal. Bat! Oh. Bat. Oh, what the heck? Bat. What is this place? Huh?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos.
Oi.
Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Okay. It's a beautiful place. Mom, I made it! My character arc is finally done!
You're still as energetic as always. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos themselves. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal, but in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless souls. And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation, albeit in varied forms, until the world meets its end. Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emphorius to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the Netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our work thus far be in vain.
You have my word.
Thank you.
But you're not going back?
Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny. That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, you will succumb and be forever ensnared by the Netherworld's grasp. Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey. And for your life, the only life I can save.
I'll do my best.
I am glad to hear that.
Over here!
March? Where? March! Get me out of this thing! March!
I believe
I'm getting after you! I'm going! Ah! They'll never... If I attack, they can't force me to go still.
Lift your chin up high! Step forward with us to what?
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Onward. Show me your courage.
Let me go faster.
We shall become heroes together.
Almost there. Punching the air. Finally. Thank you, Castorus. Since I already made it to the end, maybe I can have one last glance at the sea of flowers. Oh! Well, look at all these options. I wonder which one I shall choose. I'm feeling lucky. Let me do lucky number 7. That's not here, but technically if it was here, it would be 2. Turn around and keep... Don't turn around, keep looking forward. Wait, how are you here?
As a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. It'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight.
What is that? What in the world are these shadows and voices?
like this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend! Take my hand. Let's go home.
Alright. Goodbye, Netherrealm. Hello again, Mortal Realm. Let's let the trailblazing continue. I'm back.
At last. I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together. Is it Ornyx's final blessing? Or is it a miracle of your own?
I don't know. It could be the whole Celeron in my body.
It's truly incredible. Such a strange surge of familiarity. So hard to describe. Perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago. It seems that this is the riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain that nourishes the world. Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as a demigod and destiny draws to a close, I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp, is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant. Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land. The other shore is very cold. May I borrow your warmth one last time?
Here's a hug. Yay!
Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the Netherrealm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
I'm stealing these flowers though, they're mine, they're pretty. Presently in Akuma.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
I gave up everything in search of truth, and it culminated in this very moment. You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not hesitate when you saw the chance to attain power. It's as if you...
Crave power, like a fly craves rot.
Those are your words, not mine.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thainan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're insane.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals, I have my own reasons for doing this.
Bless you.
Until Thainan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the flame chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty shell.
I've long predicted this was the case, but I didn't think you'd already lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before. But casting aside our ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Thainan.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently say he is a far better leader than you. Only he is capable of fulfilling your mission. Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my estimates, his horribly elaborate sense of style should not impede Aranova.
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the very end of our destined paths.
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back what I said.
Aglaya, we're back. Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
I hope he didn't
I'm alive.
hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
And that's where I'm gonna end stream. Before, oh shit. Well, before I end it, let's pull. Ba-da-ba-ba. I do. Okay. Let's see, what did I get? And we got another copy of her. Alright. Oh. Hello, my child. I mean, we could go searching for more, but I'm silly. Okay, let's see who is live. Let's see. Ah. Okay. Leo's life, so we'll be raiding him as always with any person that we raid. Be nice to the people that we raid, and if you're not, I will bite off your ankles or break your ankles. I don't know. Your ankles will be hurt in the process. Bye bye. And before I send you guys off, remember that you love to care about. I appreciate you guys coming to my stream, and yeah.
Meet yet again.
Bye bye. And like 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Bye bye.